over the main idea of our book. And remember, our main idea is that there are many different kinds of penguins. And the book that we are reading is called Hello Penguins. Now, as I read, I want you to listen for a supporting detail that can support our main idea that there are many different types of penguins. So maybe thinking about a fact about a different type of penguin as I read. So here we go. Hello, penguin. It's cold. These penguins live on the ice. They huddle to keep warm. Remember our label for our emperor penguin. That's how we know what kind of penguins they are. There are many kinds of penguins. This kind lives on the beach. They make nests in the dirt and sand. Oh, so very different from our other penguins that live on the ice. And here, these are Magellanic penguins. These penguins live in the forest. They waddle over tree roots. So they waddle over tree roots instead of waddling over what? Let's go back. Instead of waddling over what? Ice? Yes. And sand, right? So they waddle over tree roots because they live in the forest. So these are Snares penguins. Some kinds of penguins are big and some are small. So we have our emperor penguin again that lives on the ice. And then we have our little fairy penguin. Now, why would a fairy penguin be small? Say it out loud. Why would a fairy penguin be small? Right, because fairies are usually small. They're usually tiny, right? Some are fancy. Ooh, look at that. And some are plain. So we have an Adelie penguin and then a rockhopper penguin. It even sounds fancy, rockhopper. Have that rock star hair. Penguins can't fly, but they can shuffle. Here's a chinstrap penguin. Looks like he has a chin strap on. And they can slide. So they can't fly. It looks like they have wings, but they're not meant for flying. They use their wings to swim. Adelie penguins again. Splash! It's time to go fishing. This penguin gets a yummy fish. So we have a Humboldt penguin. After a swim, it's time to go back on land. Here's a Gentoo penguins. Hello, penguin. So I want you to think about, and here's all our different kinds of penguins. I want you to think about what could a possible supporting detail be. So there are many different kinds of penguins. So what is something that you listen to in the story or in the book that says about the different types of penguins? Now, I am going to choose what I want to write. Now, I'm going to write mine and type mine in here. And then you are going to type a different one in. So my supporting detail is that some penguins, and you can look up that word penguins in the story or in the book. Some penguins live in the forest. Because remember, some lived on the forest, some live on the sand. You can tell me what kind of penguins. The penguins that live in some penguins live in the forest. You can say, what was the actual name of them? What was the actual name of them? Let's go back in our story or in our book. Here we go. These are the Snares penguins. So you can say, I could have said Snares penguin live in the forest, but I said some penguins live in the forest. Now you are going to come up with a different supporting detail. Now remember, our supporting detail has to support, it has to go with our main idea. So if we're talking about the different kinds of penguins and what they do, then we can't talk about different giraffes or any type of animal. Now we're only looking at what it tells us in our book. So you will type your answer, your supporting detail in right here. So everybody has their supporting detail that's going to type their answer in. So it is all ready to go. So everybody can have a different supporting detail too. There are a lot of different things in there that you guys can write in there. So type in your answer of what is a supporting detail for this book.